So coming to the rexes, rescue and anterior capsular tears. As we all know that the radial tears in the capsular rexus margin are a very common complication, primarily during the capsular rexus, and secondly, it can be due to in any stage in the nuclear emulsification, irrigation and aspiration, and oil implantation. So there are many predisposing factors for an anterior capsular tear, like the white cataract, the pseudoexfoliation, weak sonules when you have shallow anterior chambers, in a case of pediatric cataract, and then in fibrotic cataracts also. So this is a very basic prevention strategy, which I'll show you about the Little's maneuver. Here is a case where I was trying to do the rexes, and when I was trying to complete it, suddenly there was an extension towards the periphery. So what do I do here? First of all, I have to calm myself down. The second thing is I have to inflate the bag with the OVD first. The second point, what I have to keep in mind is to hold the flap as close as possible to the root of the tear and then do the Little's maneuver. So I'll show you how I'm going to do it. First, inflate the bag, the OVD, and then catching the flap as close as the root of the tear, from the root of the tear. And then, so Little's maneuver is when what you have to do is you can see the direction of the tear. So from the direction of the tear, you have to pull the capsule back, which should be 100 degrees from the direction of the tear. So if you see here, what I've done is I'm trying to pull 100 degrees back from the direction of the tear, and you can see how it came back. So this is another case where it had a shallow anterior chamber with a positive pressure from behind. So when I was trying to do the rexes here, what happened? It started extending towards the periphery. So what do I do here? So I'm supposed to follow all the steps as I told you before, but what I did was I injected the visco in the line of the tear. So it extended more. So what I have to do is whenever I have to inject the visco, I have to inject in such a way that the flap lies flat on the capsule. That is when you have to inject the visco from the opposite side. So here what I did, I injected it in the direction of the tear, so it extended beyond. So what do I do now? What I'll do is I'll make a nick on the opposite side with the Vanna scissor. And then I will complete the rexes. So coming to the strategies in white cataracts. So on Sunday, we have a very detailed instruction course at 9:30 in the morning. So we will be telling you in detail. So here I'm just covering a few points for how we prevent the anterior capsular tear in white cataract. So first thing is always use a visco-cohesive to flatten the anterior capsule. If you see in the first video, what I'm doing is I'm trying to make a nick with the micro forceps, which should be a curved puncture so that it gives it a direction. Then I have completed a very small CCC. I'm trying to debulk it by aspirating it. And then I will enlarge it by making a nick with the Vanna scissor. And that's how I complete the CCC. So some people, what we have usually done is when you have a lot of intralentricular pressure, you can do cortical milking so that with gently massaging, we can take out the fluid, followed by just aspirating it, and then you can enlarge it later. So aspirating of the fluid. So this is a case where I was trying to do the rexes and it had extended. So I'll show you what mistake I did here. So it had extended peripherally, and just see where I'm injecting the visco. So it just extended again. I wasn't sure, so I extended the capsular rexes more because the direction of injection of the visco was not the right. I should have done it on the opposite side. So what happens when there is the anterior capsular tear has extended peripherally? So I'm going to show you a case. So how to manage a case when there is a tone rhexis which is extended beyond the periphery.